Good afternoon. On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and students, we welcome you to Portland High School's historic James J. Fitzpatrick Stadium for today's game between the visiting Stags from Cheverus High School and our own Portland High School Bulldogs. We would like to thank today's officials, Mr. John Woodcock and Mr. Matthew Ferguson, and Portland High School's athletic trainer for the student athletes today, Mr. Ryan Lucas. Now for the starting lineups. The visiting Cheverus. Number 5, Jackson Kinsley. Number 6, Shane McGrath. Number 7, Colin Blair. Number 10, James Barr. Number 11, Luca Lucatelli. Number 13, Anton Bahuniak. Number 15, Carter Codwell. Number 17, Gordon Danzig. Number 20, Jacob Lucia. Number 21, Cameron Dempster. Winning goal for the Stags, Luke McNabb. Cheverus is coached by Mr. Bill LeBron. Now for your Portland Bulldogs. Number 1, Nick Cavanetti. Number 2, Max Kierstead. Number 3, Brady Coe. Number 4, Finn Zid. Number 5, Ollie Hettenbach. Number 6, Ford Myers. Number 7, Jack Fink. Number 8, Austin Nedeljkovic. 14, Ben Diano. Number 19, Martin Corral. Winning goal for the Bulldogs, Ben Littell. Portland is coached by Mr. Rocco Frenzini. We now ask you to please rise, focus your attention to the American flag, and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, recorded by our own Portland High School band under the direction of Miss James Sautel.
Welcome everybody to Fitzpatrick Stadium, where today's matchup is between the visiting Cheverus Stags and the Portland Bulldogs. Waiting on the whistle. And clock has started. It's going to be played long. So coming into this game, Portland is 7-5. They've lost their last 2 games. It was a loss to Gorham 2-0 and a loss to Falmouth 2-1. So Portland trying to get back into the win column. They are currently the 9th seed. On the other side, Cheverus is 5-4-3. Their last game was a win against Sanford, 4-3. They are currently the 11th seed. So both of these teams trying to finish strong before the playoffs.
That was a good save. Let's see if anything comes of it.
It's up to Tower. Tower will get it to Kalala. Nedeljkovic. And it's Kierstead over the net
for a field goal.
So Portland with the first good chance of the game.
And the lights are on here at Fitzpatrick at 5:14. Game started a few minutes early. Didn't have to wait for the lights to come on. They were on.
And it's going to be a foul on Portland.
Yeah, this should be a good matchup tonight. Both teams vying to move up in the standings and definitely needing wins.
It's taken down by Behunik. It's taken away from McGrath. Up to Tower. And it's back down the field. It's back to Dieno. Kierstead. And it's out of bounds. Pass to Fink.
Yeah, because at this low down in the rankings, playoffs would be travel.
And it's going to be a handball on Cheverus. It's a short kick to Fink. Fink will cross sides of the field, but it's Plylum who brings it down. Dieno can't bring it down. And Dieno takes it away from Bayer.
And that was a beautiful defensive play.
Brady Tower can't backheel it, but gets it to Hattenback. Hattenback will bring it in, and it deflects off of Hoglund into McNabb's arms.
Well, Portland with the early pressure.
Hattenback will get the ball, try to get the ball to Tower. It's going to be a throw-in. Kalala got it to Fink. Kalala gets it to Paternity. And it's going to be off of Paternity for a goal kick.
Must have just barely got him. I think the Portland player was looking for a corner kick, but the referee was right there.
Dieno can't keep it in. It's up to Hattenback. Deflects. Gets to Nedeljkovic. Gets it up to Tower. Tower will track back.
Ooh. Some real good ball movement by Portland early here.
And it's kicked out of bounds by Colin Plylum. And it's going to be a goal kick off of Ford Myers. Portland spending majority of this time in Cheverus's half with 33 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Kalala will have it in the middle of the field, and it's too far out in front, so Cheverus will gain possession, and it's too far out in front of Bayer. And it's going to be a goal kick. Deanna will kick it down the field. Tower can't bring it down. It's Bayer, but Portland gets it back. Fink will keep it in.
Oh, nice play. Is that a corner? It is not. I thought it went off a Cheverus player, but it's a goal kick.
It's a low kick. Nedeljkovic gets it to Hattenback. And it's taken away. Hattenback will get it back. Portland having to track back to get to the ball. Fink will cut to the middle of the field. Paternity gets it to.
Ooh.
That was Tower.
Wow. You could hear the fans asking if that was a penalty in the 18-yard box. The Cheverus player knocking the Portland player down, but they play on.
It's a long kick. It's headed out to Myers, but Portland can't keep it in, so it'll be a throw-in for Cheverus with 31 minutes to go. No score yet. It's crossed in. Deanna will head it out. And it's kicked out of bounds by Behunik. Portland will get another throw in. And it's a throw-in violation. No. It was too far out from where it's supposed to be. So Portland will have that throw in.
Yeah, they'll give you a little bit of leeway, but I don't think they give you like 5 yards or so.
And it rolls out of bounds for a goal kick under 30 minutes to go in this first half.
It's a pretty nice night tonight weather-wise, temperature-wise, I mean. It's supposed to have some heavy downpours later on and into tomorrow.
Finnegan Tidd will head it out of bounds, so Cheverus will get the throw in. It's off of Myers out of bounds with.
Well, Portland's got to be careful here.
Dieno will kick it back out of bounds. Klala deflects off of Cheverus, but still not out. And it's going to be a goal kick. That was off of Colin Plalum.
That was a close one. Almost, Cheverus player almost come up behind and took it.
Paternity will get it up to Najokovic. And it's going to be a throw in.
It's pretty amazing. Last night we watched a match. We filmed a match in Westbrook on natural grass. And now we're on turf, and you could definitely see the speed of the ball on turf compared to grass.
And it's going to be a foul on Cheverus. It's their second. Nick Paternity will take it. It's a high kick. And it's Luke McNabb having to track the ball. It's going to be out wide to Hattenback. Getting it to Tower. He overruns it, but it's going to be out of bounds on Cheverus. Klala, it's underneath the legs of Lucatelli. It's going to be out of bounds on Portland. Cheverus throw in. 26 minutes to go in this first half. Long throw in. Tid will head it out. And it's going to be a high kick out of bounds. It was Anton Behunik. Think will go down the sideline, and it's kicked out of bounds by Danzig. Quickly taken, and it's gonna go out of bounds on Cheverus, so it'll be the first corner of the game. Goes to Portland.
And the wind is starting to pick up.
It's going to be Nick Paternity. It's a low kick. Paternity will get back to it, but it's out of bounds, wide left.
Yeah, the winds are supposed to be pretty heavy at some point, so which could definitely wreak havoc with a ball kicked up in the air.
Dieno will get it to Howe. It's out to Najokovic. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Carter Hoglug. Myers will watch it go out of bounds for a Portland throw-in. It's going to be taken away. Portland will get the ball back. Kalala to Fink. Out to Malones. And it's going to be a foul on Cheverus. So Portland will get a free kick.
Yeah, you could hear him kick the shoe of the Portland player all the way up here.
It's going to be taken by Oliver Hattenback. And it's going to sail out of bounds. And it's going to be a foul on Portland. It's only their second.
Nope, the ball's got to go further back. It's on like the 47, 46.
It's going to be taken by Carter Hogland. And that one's going to roll out of bounds.
Well, the one thing I've noticed tonight so far is a lot of strong kicks out of bounds. Just got to tamp it down a little bit and get some good passing. And if that happens, someone's going to score.
Dieno will have to kick it out of bounds with pressure from James Bayer. It's taken away by Fink, getting it to Kalala. Kalala can't connect with Malones.
And that would have been some really good ball movement if he could have just connected, because he was booking it up the sidelines.
It deflects to Kalala. He'll get it out to Hattenback. He'll cross it in. And it's in! Nicholas Malones with the goal. So Portland up 1-0 at the halfway point of the first half, 20 minutes to go.
Exactly halfway. 20 minutes on the button. Boy, that was some great hustle. When you have two evenly matched teams here, hustle is going to make the difference.
Kalala will pass it back to Perez. Myers can't get it. Howe can't get it. It's Playlum will get it into the corner. And it can't be saved from going out of bounds. Throw-in will be taken quickly.
Ooh.
It was a Locatelli with the slide tackle. It's going to get to Kalala. He'll bring it down. Can't get it to Lange. And it's going to be kicked down the field.
Boy, you got to be real careful being that far out of the net.
It's going to be a throw-in for Portland. Paternity, and it's taken away by McGrath. And Cheverus is moving up with the ball. Huntley will cross it in.
Ooh.
And it's just off the fingertips of Littell, but he's able to track it. Howe. It's off of Plalum. Lange will get it. And it deflected off of Hogland. And it was McNabb who had to dive on it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there really wasn't any Portland presence down there due to the speed of the Portland player getting down there so fast, in case it was a deflection.
It's going to be kept in bounds by Kingsley.
Nice. Beautiful keeping in bounds and then the passing.
Kalala. It's deflected to Howe. Hattenback will get it to Lange. Lange will get it to Hattenback. Hattenback will take the shot, and it's McNabb with the save. Just over 16 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Howe heads it down. Gets out to Myers. And it's going to be taken away by Lucatelli, but Kalala will track to the middle of the field. Get it out wide to Hattenback. He brings it down. He'll cross it in. And it's just by Malones. But it's going to be kicked up to Myers from Dempster. Perez with a short kick. Fink will have to pass it to Littell. It's a high kick. Kalala brings it down. Gets it to Paternity, to Fink. Malones. And can't connect with Kalala. Gets to Plalum. McGrath. And Paternity can't take it away, so Cheverus will keep the ball.
Yeah, he got in there to be a little disruptive to stop the movement of Cheverus, and that's sort of what Portland's been doing here this first half, just being a little disruptive.
And the rain has started to fall.
Oh, yeah. I can see it off in the distance. It's coming down pretty good. Just out of nowhere. Yeah, and hopefully the wind doesn't pick up and blow into the booth here, because we'll have to put the windows back in and then you're not going to get a good picture of the game.
It's booted down the field. McNabb will track it down and grab it. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Taken quickly. Hattenback will pass it back to Myers. Kalala in the middle of the field. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Playlam. And it's going to be kicked out by Cheverus for a Portland throw-in with 13 minutes to go in this first half. Portland playing in Cheverus's half, majority so far.
Yeah. And, you know, like I was saying, they've played disruptive against Cheverus. You know,
Hattenback will cross it in, and it's just off the head of Malone's. Portland will keep it, and it's going to go out of bounds on the cross. It's going to go off of Myers out of bounds.
oh,
Samuel gets to Fink. It's back to Kalala. Malone's. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Lucier.
nice spinorama there that just didn't quite work out.
And that one's going to go by Fink. Kalala will take it away, but it's back down the field. Kalala tried to bring it down, but it goes out of bounds for a Cheverus throw-in. Just over 10 minutes to go. Tid, it's a high kick. Portland not able to get it out, and it's going to be an offsides.
Oh, just barely, but offsides.
So that's the first offsides of the game. It's a long kick. Lenge will keep it in, but it will roll out of bounds for a throw-in. It's going to get to the middle of the field and kicked down. Brought down by Huntley. Fink will get it to Tid. And it's going to be a foul on Portland.
Yeah, he hooked him as he was trying to go by. I guess the only good thing here is it slowed the momentum for Cheverus, but it's still a foul. And they get a free kick, and, you know, they're close enough to set up a decent play, so Portland has to be careful.
It's going to be taken by Shane McGrath. It's going to be chipped in. Not out just yet. Paternity will get it to Lenge. It's going to be kicked back down. Tid will get it to Howe.
Boy, that was a big jump. And to not be called for a foul going over the Cheverus player's back, that's pretty good.
It's to Lenge.
So what do we got here? Is that a foul?
And it was a foul on Cheverus.
Wow. And they had a free chance there to score a goal and just misplayed it. You could hear the groan from the Portland side. I mean, he was wide open, and it was misplayed. They played it so quickly.
So Portland will have a corner opportunity. It's their second. Nick Paternity will take it. It's a high kick. Kierstead will boot it out of bounds.
Yeah, and you know, the thing too for Cheverus, they're 1 or 2 good passes away from putting a drive up there. It hasn't helped that they've been, you know, booting the ball 20 or 30 yards in the air because the Portland players have been heading it back the other way. But I do feel that at some point when they, you know, keep the ball on the ground, their passing has been pretty decent.
It's a low kick. It's out to Njokovic. And it's going to be a throw-in for Portland. Lenge will cross it in, and it's just behind Paternity. Howe will take it away, but it's right back to Cheverus. Paternity will get it to Njokovic. It's crossed in. Kierstead. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick with 5.5 minutes to go in this first half.
And it looks like the rain has let up. It was just a brief, hard shower. I guess this time of the year where it's cool out, you kind of hope these showers don't last too long into this match.
It's going to be kicked up to Njokovic from Tid. It's backheeled by Lenge, but
nice try.
Lenge will try to reverse. It's to Njokovic, and it's McNabb who saves it. Tid will head it, but it's Lucatelli bringing it down. And there's going to be a foul on Cheverus. It's a long kick. Kierstead will get it out wide to Fink. It's into the middle to Howe.
Oh, beautiful beautiful backheel pass.
And it's off the side of the net, out of bounds by Ford Myers.
You know, that was such a great backheel anticipation of where your teammate was going to be pass. And it's plays like that that'll get you a goal at some point.
Dieno will kick it out to Najokovic. And it's going to deflect off of Jacob Lucier out of bounds. It's taken quickly. Najokovic will get the ball back, but it's kicked down the field. Dieno can't keep it. It's Bayer. And it's going to be a foul on Portland.
Yeah, it was a little tough play in there.
Free kick is going to be taken by Carter Hogland. And it is headed away. It's up to Hattenback, but it takes... The way it was spinning, it went too far out in front of Hattenback. It's headed down the field by Bayer. Under a minute and a half to go in the first half. And it's saved by Littell, shot by Anton Behunik.
Well, it took a while, but Cheverus got a decent shot on goal.
Najokovic to Kalala. Kalala gets into space. He crosses it in. Najokovic can't get a shot. Howe. And it gets to Bayer. But Dieno is there to kick it up the field. And it's going to roll out of bounds. 30 seconds to go in the half. And it's going to be a foul.
Well, if they can hustle, they can get a shot. Get some guys down there. You got to kick it.
And
oh.
It was Hattenback who skied it, and the horn will sound for the end of the first half.
And you could see Hattenback gave a high five to the goalie. They must know each other. Yeah, that was a tough one. He had a good shot at it if he could have just had it a little bit more on the side of the foot.
Yeah, I mean, Portland definitely dominated this first half, but for Cheverus, you got to say we're only down one goal after Portland's been in our half most of the first half.
Yeah, you know, and like I said, that
I believe this is the 50th anniversary team for Portland soccer.
roster of a little over 30 players. The team played a few games against
So we'll let you listen to the announcer.
documented results available of games played was a 3-0 loss to some team from Stevens Ave and a 1-0 victory over Thornton Penn. For members in today's program, on behalf of past and present Portland High soccer players and their families, we'd like to take a moment to honor the steady leadership and always upbeat spirit of Coach Rocco Frenzel. Coach Fran or Rocco is not only a beloved high school teacher, but also spearheaded the creation of the Bulldogs soccer program and has now coached 3 generations of Portland players. He's famous for his big smile, his legendary pep talks, and his ability to see what's special in each and every player he coaches. Thank you, Coach, for everything you've given to our community, and we're so grateful to have you. Along with Coach Frenzel at midfield right now, we'd like to pay tribute to some members of that first team from 1972. Several players committed. We'll see who's here. Mr. Wally Camp, Mr. Paul Penna, Mr. Steve Hamilton, Mr. Mike Piazza, Mr. Steve Richardson, Mr. Fred Wade, Mr. Paul Tooth, Mr. Tom Tooth, Mr. Vinnie Penning. Also absent in contact have been made with Joe Losi and Jay Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to the 1972 Portland High School boys soccer representative. Finally, we just want to recognize that the program continues to flourish, but without the efforts of these men and their teammates who started it all, this legacy could never begin and is now firmly entrenched in Portland soccer history. Thank you.
And so we'll just end off with the lone goal, but scored by Nicholas Malones. And that's the 1-0 scoreline at halftime. And we'll be back for second half action. And we're back for the start of the second half. Waiting on the whistle. Portland will start off with the ball.
And
Long kick. Headed twice. Tower will bring it down, getting it to Hattenback.
And we'll find out what both teams talked about at half with their strategies.
It's going to be taken up the field by Lucatelli. And it was Kierstead tracking back to get the ball for Portland. It's out wide to Najokovic. Fink. Dieno. It's almost taken away by Bayer.
Well, and we can see that Cheverus is coming out a little bit more aggressive in a soccer sense on the field.
It's going to roll to Myers. He's going to boot it up to Tower. It's by him. Kalala will get the rebound. Hattenback will get it to Tower, and it's a slide tackle by Hogland. Quickly taken. Hattenback can't get it to Najokovic. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a Portland throw-in. Going to be an early substitution for Portland. Tower has to track back to get to it. Dieno and having to battle Bayer, but it's a foul on him.
Yeah, he tried everything he could do, because Bear, if he could have just gotten one more step, was going to be right up the field.
It's going to get into the middle of the field to Howe, but taken away. And Littell will grab it and fall down, making sure it didn't pop out of his arms. Howe will bring it down. Myers will get it out wide to Hattenback. Hattenback gets it to Nujokovic. It's by him. Fink will keep it in, and it's out of bounds. Was Kingsley. It's kicked down the field. Dieno will get it to Paternity. To Howe. Out wide to Hattenback. And it's kept in the corner. It's off of Dempster. It's a long throw in. Djokovic. Not out just yet. Howe gets it in the middle. And it's going to be a foul on Portland. "35 and a half minutes to go." It's kept in by Hattenback.
That's difficult to do when you're on the sideline.
It's cross to Nujokovic, but it will go out of bounds for a Cheverus throw-in. Paternity will keep it, and it's Fink taken away by Kingsley. Kingsley can't get it up to Lucatelli, and Myers will boot it down the field.
Can't keep track of the ball. It's back and forth so quick.
Tower will get it to Fink, to Hattenback. Hattenback will cross it in, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
Well, the action's picked up a little bit both ways. Portland just has to be careful in their aggressiveness to bring the ball up, that they keep track of who's behind them so that the ball doesn't go back in the other direction.
33 and a half minutes to go in this game. It's going to go out of bounds for a Cheverus throw-in. Myers can't bring it down. Tidd has to kick it out of bounds. It's going to be a quick throw-in, and it's going to be booted to the other side of the field by Playlam.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Tower can't bring it down.
So I thought if you picked up the ball and it was kicked by your own player in the box, that you couldn't do that, but the referee waved it off. I'm wondering if did the Poland player miss the ball? I thought he kicked it to him.
Yeah, if it's not deflected or hit by the opposing team, it's an indirect free kick, which means that someone has to touch the ball. It wouldn't have been a penalty kick. It would have been an indirect free kick, which means someone has to touch the ball and then it can be kicked. But the ref must have...
Maybe it deflected off like a knee. And it wasn't off his foot.
Yeah, the ref must have made a decision that it wasn't a pass. It's going to stay in. It's going to be kicked up out of bounds by Myers. So Portland having to play some defense in the last minute. It's a high kick. Hattenback will get it down, but Lucatelli will get it, and he's going to get fouled.
Well, this is one of those positions. It's not a corner kick, but it might as well be one.
It's going to be taken by Behunik. It's Hattenback heading it out. Cheverus will keep it. Fink can't get it for Portland. Bayer, and it's taken away by Fink. Paternity gets the ball taken away, and it's going to roll out of bounds. It was Carter Hogland.
Boy, and there have been a lot of battles in there tonight. Ball's been going back and forth. No really major fouls, which is good considering how close the play has been.
It's going to be kicked out of bounds. It's a Cheverus throw in. 29 and a half minutes to go. Paternity will take the ball away. And Kierstead can't get it to Kalala. It's Plalum. Kalala will get the ball back.
Yeah, and as I said, there's a lot of foot action in there up close.
Fink will get the ball back for Portland. And it's going to be a corner kick. It was kicked out of bounds by Cameron Dempster.
Well, I think fortunately for us that the wind is blowing from the back to the front, so it's not coming in the window.
Nick Paternity will take the corner. Waiting on some substitutes. 28 minutes to go. It's a low kick. Paternity. And it's going to be over the net
Oh,
by Ford Myers.
yeah, and you could see the goalie looking at it to try to decide if he was going to go up there and bat it away, because then it would have been a corner kick again, but it cleared it. So that's a good judgment call right there.
Low kick. Kierstead will get it to Malones. It's in the middle of the field. It's going to be kicked up by Dempster. And it's a foul on Portland. It's going to be taken quickly. And it's...
Well, unfortunately for Cheverus, the Cheverus players weren't ready on that quick kick.
It's Playlum who will get by Kierstead, and a nice slide tackle by Finn Tidd.
Yeah, that was definitely needed. Cheverus player was moving up the field.
And Littell will be there. Paternity will turn around, pass it back to Fink. Fink can't get it to a Portland foot. Playlum. Hattenback will get it to Paternity, and it's over the net.
Well, Portland's getting some shots again.
It's a high kick. Playlum can't bring it down, but it's out on Kierstead. Portland will get the throw in. Hattenback. Tower.
Oh,
Hattenback will cross it in, and it's an own goal. It was Brogan Danzig who kicked it into his net.
yeah. You got to feel for him on that one. Trying to kick it out of the way. And, you know, that does happen on all professional levels.
It was a cross by Oliver Hattenback, so not sure if they do own goals in the high school level. So Portland will have a 2-0 lead over Cheverus with under 24 minutes to go in this game. And Littell is there.
To get his own rebound. Boy, that was scary. There were 3 Cheverus players right there ready to put a boot on it, and he picked it up.
Hatton Batch will get it into the 18. It's crossed in, and it's over the net by Malones.
Yeah, and you could see his frustration. He had a corner right there just waiting for it to go in, and he just roofed it.
Gets up to Hatton Batch. Having to kick it out of bounds was Dempster. .22 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this game. It's a long throw in. It's Paternity getting a head on it, but McNabb is there to save it. It's kicked up the field. And it's a slide tackle by Tid, preventing a scoring chance by Cheverus. Kalala will get it to Paternity and trying to get it to Malones. And the rain is coming down again. Paternity can't keep it, and it's kicked out of bounds by Lucier. Under 21 minutes to go. And it's going to be a foul on Cheverus.
And Portland can set up a play here.
Hatton Batch will take the free kick. It's low, and it's going to be kept in by Samuel, and he'll kick it out of bounds for a Cheverus throw-in. Fink will put it into the corner. And can't keep it in, so it'll be a goal kick for Cheverus. 20 minutes to go. Tid will bring it down. It's going to be a high kick. It's going to be taken down by Lucatelli. Diano having to boot it out of bounds. It was a great scoring chance for Cheverus. It was James Bayer.
Yeah, that was a great chance, but a better defensive play. And you could see the Portland players giving each other slapping each other's hands on a great play that was.
It's going to be kicked out of bounds for a Portland throw-in.
I'll tell you that the person chasing the errant soccer balls over there needs a pat on the back and an attaboy, because some of those balls have been going up into the stands. And he's had to hustle. There's a good student section over here watching the soccer match. Standing in the rain.
It's deflected.
Oh, nice pass.
Kalala can't get it. And a battle between Kalala and Plalum. And it'll be a throw-in for Cheverus. 17 and a half minutes to go in this game. Plalum will head it in, but Littell is there.
Yeah, nice, easy play.
Long kick to Samuel. Samuel will bring it down. It's too far out in front. Portland will keep it. Hatton back. Once again, Portland will keep it. Samuel, he'll keep it in. And it's going to be kicked away. Kierstead will get it to Fink. Kierstead. Paternity will get it to the other side to Myers. Hattenbatch. Samuel.
Oh,
Hattenback will stop. And it's taken away by Plalum. And it's going to be a foul on Portland. Dieno will kick it out of bounds. Under 16 minutes to go. Plalum will get it into the corner, and it's going to be a foul on Cheverus. Handback will deflect it. It gets to Paternity,
oh my.
and he can't get it to Samuel.
Oh. It's amazing how you watch these players deaden the ball. I thought for sure that thing was going to go out of bounds, and he just totally deadened it. It's amazing.
Under 15 minutes to go in this game. It's going to be a goal kick for Portland.
And it almost turned out to be a breakaway, too, if it wasn't for the great defensive play of Cheverus right there.
It's a short kick. Lucatelli. It's in the 18 and miscommunication. Both players were letting the other one go get it. And Portland came in and booted it out of bounds. It's going to be a Cheverus throw-in with 14 minutes to go.
Portland with a 2-0 lead.
And it's going to be a foul. Free kick is going to be taken by Anton Behunik. And it's going to be a throw-in for Cheverus.
And we have a Cheverus player down.
And they call timeout and will take a timeout. And we're back. Colin Plalum holding his right shoulder on the challenge with Ben Littell.
Yeah, and you were explaining it, Seth, that when it's kicked towards the goalie,
Yeah, the goalie has every right to go after the ball, so that's why there was no call on the play. It's going to deflect out for a Cheverus throw-in. Under 13 minutes to go in this game.
and right now everything out of bounds. Cheverus is going to hustle to get it back in as time is ticking away.
It's 2-0 lead, Portland over Cheverus. Samuel, it's going to be deflected out of bounds. It was off of Hogland. Paternity will bring it down to Hattenback. Can't be brought down by Samuel. It was a high kick. Eleven and a half minutes. Portland leading 2-0. Now the rain is starting to come down even more. Samuel can't bring it down. Kalala, and it's taken away by Cheverus. Tidwell, and the ball is just going to roll a little bit more.
Well, and I'm sure you can see the rain on the screen. You can hear it hitting the umbrellas.
Luckily, this is being played on artificial turf and not natural grass.
Nice give and go.
And Littell will fall on it.
Unfortunately, no one for Cheverus up there.
Under 10 minutes to go. It's going to get to Kalala. Up to Kierstead, and it deflects a couple times. And McNabb is there, and looked like it was Jake Lucier who got hit in the face.
Yeah, he's definitely stunned a little bit. Helped off by a teammate. I think it caught him in the throat. The chin and the throat area. Probably just trying to catch his breath. Why he stumbled a little bit.
And the rain is starting to come down even more. It's 9.5 minutes to go. Kalala, it deflects, kick down the field, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a Portland throw-in.
I think, no, we have the person chasing the ball still over there. Didn't see him. So we're in a dark rain slicker.
Kalala, and can't get it to Zhao, but Portland will keep it. Kalala, it's deflected to Paternity. Myers will get it to Kierstead. Kierstead will get it into the 18-yard box. Kierstead, and it's taken away by McGrath and booted down the field out of bounds. 8 minutes to go. It's going to be taken down by Fink. It's to Samuel. And Samuel kicks it out of bounds. No, it's a throw-in for Portland. So it was deflected off of Cheverus. Wind is starting to pick up. And it's off of Samuel. No, it must have deflected off of a Cheverus player because it's a corner. It's going to be Nick Paternity who's going to take it. Taken down by Howe to Kierstead. Paternity will cross it in and just over the net by Samuel.
Oh, that was beautiful ball movement. Just off, too far off the top of his head. Needed it on his forehead, hit the top of his head.
Six minutes to go in this 2-0 game. Portland over Cheverus. It's going to roll out of bounds for a Cheverus throw-in. Paternity heads it away. It's going to get to Samuel. And can't get it to Kierstead, but it's going to be a throw-in for Portland.
Yeah, Cheverus just couldn't get it out of there. I'm sure they didn't want to have to do a throw-in right here, but goes out of bounds. This gives Portland a chance to set something up.
Myers, long throw-in. And it's going to be taken away by Lucier. Under 5 minutes to go. It's going to deflect. Lenge. And it's going to be out of bounds. So it's a goal kick. 4.5 minutes to go. It's 2-0 Portland. And it's going to be a foul on Portland. It's going to be taken by Anton Behunik. And Littell is there to catch it. Quickly up. Trying to get it to Samuel.
Yeah, the goalie for Portland's really had to keep track.
And it's going to be offsides by Samuel. It must have just been offsides. Brought down. Samuel will get to it. He'll stop. And he's going to be tripped. So it's going to be a free kick for Portland. Just over 3 minutes to go in this game.
Well, little chip shot, header, goal maybe?
And they're going to move him back 10 to the 10-yard mark. It's a low shot by Hattenback out of bounds.
And it went through everybody that was standing there. It went through everybody. That's amazing.
And Littell will get there. It was Lucatelli with the challenge.
Yeah, and show good sportsmanship right there. They both shook hands. You know, one was trying to grab the ball. The other one was trying to kick the ball, and they collided a little bit. And, it's hard work right there for both of them. So, good for them. Handshake, move on.
Can't get it to Samuel. Kierstead will momentarily bring it down. Kalala.
Oh, just not enough, but they still got it. Oh.
And it's going to roll right to McNabb. Minute and a half to go. Portland. It's Plalum. It's taken away by Kierstead. And it's going to be a foul on Cheverus.
Well, and I'm sure at this point, Portland will take a few extra seconds, set the ball up, and kick it.
Minute to go. Hattenback. And it's over the net by Howe. Portland will win this game as it's going to roll out of bounds for a corner. 30 seconds to go.
And Portland will have an opportunity here. Oh, short kick.
And it's taken away. And it rolls out of bounds. 5 seconds. 2, 1. And the horn will sound. So Portland will win this game to get back into the win column.
It was a really good game. I mean, there were, Portland did spend a lot more time in the Cheverus zone, but, we got to see a lot of good passing, great hustle. The game was closer than 2-0. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so Portland will move to 8-5, and Cheverus will drop down to 5-3. The 2 goals were Nico Malones and an own goal by Brogdon Danzig. It was a cross by Oliver Hattenbach. And so those are your 2 goals.
Yeah, and, and unfortunately, I mean, he just tried to boot it out because it was a cross, and it just so happened, to not go in the direction he wanted it to go, and it happens. That it happens on all levels.
And so we'll see how the playoff ranking shakes out, with Portland currently as the 9th seed, Cheverus currently as the 11th seed. But in this one, Portland beat Cheverus 2-0, saying so long. This has been a production of WPPS TV3 Portland Public Schools, saying good night.
And thank you very much for watching games this season. Good night.